Okay.
We are streaming live streaming now.
All right.
Welcome, Priyanka. Thank you for waiting with a lot of hiccups and getting live.
That's okay. That's okay.
I think this is
Okay.
not new to you. You've been doing many lives on Instagram. So, all the people who are listening to me on Facebook, either live or maybe recorded later, I'm Ranjini Sanjay, and today I have Priyanka Joshi from Noida, and she's a teen success coach. So, welcome, Priyanka.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Super excited to have this conversation with you.
Awesome, awesome. Even I think this is, I would say something like people are looking forward to in terms of understanding teens. And,
Yeah.
this is I won't say a problem, but maybe something parents are really, really focused or maybe say want to, raise successful children. So let's see how you can help them. All right. So tell us
Okay.
about yourself before we dive into on your coaching services. Tell us about your background, where you are, and what the education, your professional experience. Just get related about you.
Yeah. Am I loud enough and audible?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right. Great. So, Rajani, I have 10 years of experience with corporate. I began my career with Wipro.
Mm-hmm.
I am a BCom honors graduate from Delhi University. And I have worked in Wipro in various capacities, but I've spent most years in training and HR in the last few years of my career. And I've done my MBA from XLRI Jamshedpur in HR.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I later, when I decided to become a coach, I got certified from ICF Symbiosis Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've done my NLP certification and my access bars, which not people I think are aware of, an amazing modality from Pune. So those are certifications that I've done. Then I'm also somebody who studies a lot about energy medicine,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I use it a lot in my practice. Energy medicine is also something that I've added to my entire, coaching package.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful.
that's fine.
Thank you so much for sharing your, detailed, education and the expertise that you have. And it's amazing. I think you're bringing a lot of things to your coaching services. But before going there, I want to know why entrepreneurship, like, why you chose this as a career in the first place.
Love that question. So, as much as I loved my job, there was
Hmm.
always this lingering feeling of not creating value. Like my job is not empowering people. I'm just going, making presentations in front of people, whatever. But there's no value that's getting created. No one's getting helped really. So I always saw some of my friends as doctors and teachers, and I felt that they are creating value in people's lives. They're raising lives. And when I came across coaching, I was very clear that this is a profession where I can really clearly raise people's consciousness, raise themselves as people. Because when I went through my first coaching session, it changed the way I was looking at my work. It changed the way I was looking at myself and
Hmm.
the way I grew. And then I felt that I have to do this for others. And
Hmm.
that really made it clear. Plus, why entrepreneurship? I would say it gives you freedom to
Hmm.
just realize your potential
Yeah.
and just keep expanding the impact. Is limitless that you can become as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not just about, doing great at your career as an entrepreneur. There's amazing impact that you create in people's life. And I think that is what drives the entrepreneurs as such, no?
Yeah,
We are not of the, people who are like followers. It's more of becoming a leader, in what
yeah,
you are.
yeah.
Awesome. So, as coaching, as you said, no. So, what specifically in coaching? Like I see you have invested a lot in your own development, And this is coming from someone who values personal development. And for us in India, this is like the market has opened up after the pandemic. Like now people
It has.
look at
Mhm.
coaching as something to have in a list, like the way we have a shopping list or grocery list. Now
Yeah.
personal investment, especially in terms of training and development, has become part of it. And there are, I would say, there is a smaller market which invests on children. you know
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
there are very 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 few people see that having a personal mentor for kids, and especially teenagers,
Mm.
it's in the privilege area.
It
But
is. Yeah.
yeah, I want to know from you, like as in a larger picture also, not just in India, in the world, like how this niche that you have taken for coaching, and how is that impacting the work you have done so far. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So, a lot of kids today, Ranjani, not before, but today, in the last few decades, have been suffering from loneliness, depression, anxiety. Uh, lot of, lot of having their self-worth based on how people view them, how
Mm.
social media views them, how their peers view them. And that sort of is something that teens need to be empowered to deal with today. So when I saw so many people going to corporate and executive coaching and other areas, I felt that we have to touch upon this group of people also. Because when I was coaching adults, I saw that a lot of childhood trauma or
Mm.
upbringing, not even trauma, like upbringing, raising, conditioning, had made them lose their self worth completely. And a lot of work was taken to build them up into who they were really. But
Yeah.
working with children, it is a lot more easier. So I
Yeah.
thought, why not move to an earlier age and reduce the amount of work by working with these people? So my aim was really to have coaching reach as many people as possible and not just have it available to niche or
Mm.
just to leaders and CEOs, but how can it be available to everyone who needs it?
Yes. Great, great. So you rightly said, I remember, no, I remember our first conversation in the clarity call, because being a business coach, I have to really look at where your audience is, how to find them, and all of that. So yes, this is a problem where there's a larger audience which is not in the awareness domain. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
becomes very hard for us for to really make them aware, and then get into the consciousness and then take action. But then you have started a movement. Actually, whatever work you're doing, definitely the teens that you have impacted, you're not just transforming them, their families, like the adults they grow up, and the families they will have, and their children. So it's a very huge impact, and for the generations to come, and which is like commendable, like because it's
thank you.
like we don't see as an immediate outcome, but as a
Yeah,
long term, as
yeah,
generational shift in the way
yeah,
people operate,
yeah,
would will transform. So that's so beautiful. So tell me,
yeah.
Priyanka, like where are you on social media? Let's, if there are parents listening to you, how do they
Hmm.
connect?
Yeah. Firstly, thank you so much for acknowledging that. It means a lot.
Yeah.
Acknowledgement coming from you, especially. Um, so I'm available on LinkedIn. I'm available on Insta as Priyanka_Inspiroy. I have a website by priyankajoshi.in. I also have a podcast,
Wow.
and yeah, which is Stories That Inspire.
Hmm.
And now I have relaunched that podcast in collaboration with Pod One, which is
Hmm.
really helping me in everything. I have a blog on Medium, which I again write in ways that helps parents and young adults raise their awareness. And I think these are I'm not on Facebook, one
Okay.
downside, but yeah, like these are the platforms where I am.
Wonderful. So, anyways, all the people who are listening will have all these links in the description, so you can watch out for all the blogs and podcast episodes she's publishing, and even the Clarity Call link will be there to connect with her. So, moving on, Priyanka, I want to know, like, what exactly is the transformation that you're creating? Like, if we have to look at the ideal clients for you, who are the people, like the parents? You can talk in terms of the parents who are really struggling with their teenagers, or teenagers struggling with their lives. So if you can, tell us the pain points or the struggles, so that the audience can understand where you are actually creating the big shift.
Value. Yeah. So it's a beautiful question, I think. So when we look at child losing motivation, losing confidence, sleeping a lot more than what they were earlier, little patterns,
Yeah.
becoming aggressive,
Mm.
shutting themselves down, becoming more anxious than they were, talking in language that is self-deprecating, or it is a sign of low self-worth. And these are signs that we need to start understanding and observing that there is something happening, you know. And these are little signs that are showing that they have started to label themselves from outside world. It could be from school, from peer group, and now they should not be carrying these labels to adulthood. The labels can be: I'm a failure, I'm a slow coach, I am a loser, I am lazy. So to us, they may seem like, a normal daily language, but these are the labels through which we operate in our adult life. And day in and day out, I'm helping people release those labels and start functioning from who they are. So, coaching is a process of releasing these labels that children adopt unknowingly. And we have to look for these signs where they are, uh, you know, uh, talking about themselves in a language which is not supportive. They are forming habits, forming behaviors that they will take to adulthood if we do not correct them right now at this age. Plus, raising awareness about emotions is also very important. There are a lot of adults today who do not handle fear, anger, difficult situations, challenges properly. They just get crushed by reality and changes. And that's because nobody taught them how to. And we label them as losers.
Yeah.
But these things can be taught. These are the courses that we have where we can teach. We teach people math, science, physics, but we don't teach them the value of raising their emotions, their emotional awareness to be able to handle these things. And and these things also help you manage relationships better, because relationships are everywhere. Not just the spouse or the child, but workplace, team members, bosses. Everything is about relationship. So this is what the programs help people about. Yeah.
Wonderful. So thank you for highlighting all the pain points, because there are a lot, like there's a lot I can talk about in this area. Like, I've seen a suicide in the last few months in my apartment. No, I remembered your article on LinkedIn. I was like, oh my God. No, if it is not happening at our places, like, no, but it is happening in the world. No, we have to get aware, like, how much this area is needs work, and parents have to wake up and start. Like, we often get busy with our routine and our own commitment and responsibility. We overlook many things, but it's time we start observing our children, as you said, the patterns, the signs. Thank you for sharing this. This is something amazing.
Eating disorder, then disorder.
Yes. Thank you. Whatever comes to your mind, do share it, because this live will be there on social media, and people can watch it on a replay, and whoever gets benefited, we are actually saving not just one life, entire family, maybe a generation to come.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, yes, and struggle in academic excellence. So peer pressure is always there. But now the kind of competition children are facing, it's huge actually.
Beyond.
So earlier we were only limited to our studies. Now there is technology. Now there is social media. There's so much to catch up actually. For them.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So thank you so much for doing this amazing, work and transformation for children. And I want to know, like, considering the kind of work you're doing, what kind of legacy as a business you're going to leave? Though I have talked about the humanitarian uh,
Aspect,
benefit,
yeah.
yeah. But from I want to hear from you, like the big vision that you have. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So, there is a beautiful book that I had read that said that children are universe's way of giving future in our hands. Sometimes, as parents, we become very possessive about our kids and start seeing them as our extensions, as our status.
Mm.
But I want to raise awareness in parents about the fact that they are future in our hands. So we are really raising somebody who will become a person of society. And how we are raising them day on day basis, how we are talking to them, how we are dealing with them, is making them into somebody that will go out into the world and be that same person. So
Mm.
one is that, and second is that every action has an equal reaction. So if you are not happy with reaction, it's important that we change the action. So similarly, if you're not happy with who our child is becoming, it's important that we change the way we are raising them and not
Mm.
raise them exactly how we were raised. So
Yeah.
the legacy that I want to leave is through my courses, through my webinars, through my blogs, through my podcasts is, let's raise ourselves before we raise our kids.
Wow.
Let's really become those people who are so fully, wholly emotional that we can be there for our kids and raise them into. If we are not emotionally whole, we can't raise emotionally whole kids. We'll give them our wounds, we'll give them our beliefs that are limited.
Yes.
So, uh, and I think once we've done that, I mean, then there's
Yeah.
exponential impact.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely look at the world if we switch on the TV, the news channel, we know what's going on.
Yeah.
And definitely
Mm.
this can shift. There could be, we can make this world a better place to live, definitely.
Yeah.
And that has to begin from who we are owners as this planet, like as a human being, what you can contribute to. And the first
Yeah.
thing that we can work on is ourselves and heal
Yeah.
ourselves, and then create amazing individuals, as you said, the future.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
often get into this conflict of being a coach, you always have this empowering space. But when I'm home, like you are the mother and you are that human, and then the
Yeah.
conflict always comes. But it's as a coach, I can catch myself, and maybe I can no I can work in a way that my limiting belief is not transmitted
Impacting the, yeah.
my kids.
Mm.
I give them a better ways to have better conversations about themselves. So
Yeah.
yes,
Mm.
it's all this is about catching our humanness and bringing
Yeah.
to consciousness and creating happier people around us and empowering spaces.
Yeah.
So thank you so much
Mm.
for adding to all the transformation that you're doing, and I look forward to amazing success of your work, and not just thousand, though you have impacted thousands of them. I want to have millions students
Yeah.
around the world, get the benefit of what you have to share. Okay, with the
I
parents and
really hope.
and before we
Yeah.
leave and close this beautiful conversation, I want to know what is your message for the people who are listening to you tonight?
Yeah. So I think for not just for parents, for even young adults and teens and everyone, uh, I want to tell everyone that get to know yourself really well. Have a very, very strong relationship and connection with your own self, because the outside noise today is so strong that our own inner voice gets, sort of dampened in that. We're not able to see who we are.
Right.
And that, no matter how successful we become, will only keep us unhappy. Knowing ourselves, strengthening our relationship with ourselves is going to give us a very highly rewarding, successful life.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that, Priyanka, because yes, like just a few hours before I was talking to someone. I think this was the only thing I had to tell her. You don't have to work outside. You have to work inside. You will see
Yeah.
the results outside. So thank you. Thank you so much. And keep impacting and making difference for teens and families. And I wish you all the success and a lot of love
Thank you.
for the work that you're doing.
Thank you, Ranjini, and same to you. Your work is impacting us as coaches and empowering us, empower others. So, uh, in collaboration, I think we'll create that.
We are in the same game. Like, we are all in the
Yeah,
same journey and
absolutely.
impacting and making this world a better place for yes, making like as we leave, our children live in a better world. That's what all parents want, and that's what we are up to. Thank you
Yeah,
so much
yeah,
for being here, and looking forward to more amazing conversations. Maybe next time we'll share some success stories of your
yeah. Oh,
teenagers.
wow.
Sure.
That'll
All
be great. That'll be great. And thank you so much for having me and giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, dear. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.